Hello everyone, my name is Simon Gluhar and I'm a researcher and ReSoil developer at a small company called ENVIT. We are a spin-off from University of Ljubljana and today I will present you the ReSoil process, our sustainable, cost-efficient remediation technology for the contaminated soil. So we all know the problem, the contamination of soil with metals, and I can give you the solution. The solution is ReSoil process which simultaneously removes toxic metals and metalloids. It's based on advanced EDTA soil washing. It can treat different types of soil. It's closed loop process, so no wastewater are generated. It's cost efficient, safe, no harmful emissions after the remediation. And what I think is most important is sustainable. Soil properties, microbes, mesofauna and soil function are preserved. So on this slide we can see the general ReSoil process scheme. So the contaminated soil is cleaned in advanced soil washing process to obtain clean soil. So everything is done by the EDTA chelation of metals. All and the process solution are later recycled in recycling processes. The EDTA is recycled in a pH gradient given by the calcium oxide and sulfuric acid. Metals and metalloids precipitate with the iron and as hydroxides, and the excess and residual reagents are removed from the process solution as calcium salts. Residual heavy metals are later immobilized by adding zero-valent iron to the soil slurry to prevent leaching after the remediation. The solid waste is generated, and in this solid waste it contains the dangerous metals from the soil. I'll present you two study cases of ReSoil process. So first one is from Prevalja, Slovenia. Uh, I just want to show you the properties of remediated soil from these cases. So the chemical properties did not change significantly. Also the physical properties stay in the same range like before. The most important, the soil biological properties, so activity of enzymes, microbial respiration was not affected, and also what we found out that soil mycorrhiza has quickly recovered. We know that mycorrhiza is very sensitive to harsh environments, so in the mixer, but it seems that it can recover very quickly. Also, the plant grew was not affected by soil remediation, so the soil was a good substrate for the plant grew. In this slide, I represent the results from study case in Arnoldstein, place in Austria. So again, here the chemical properties was not affected, only the raise of pH because of added lime. The total microbial biomass and soil respiration was even higher in remediated soil. What was for us really good finding is that key soil microfauna, mesofauna was also preserved, like in study case of Prevalja, also in the Arnoldstein plant grew was better on remediated soil, and in both cases reduced the plant uptake. So that means that the soil can serve as a plant substrate. I hope through those two cases I convince you that the ReSoil process generates a live soil which has good potential for later using. So let's look at our competition in available technology. We have first soil dig and dump, which everybody knows and everybody is using it. So that means you dig the soil and dump it somewhere else. So you get rid of your problems, but probably you get problems somewhere else, and you don't preserve the soil. Then we have the classical soil washing where we are separating the contaminated fines. Again, we don't preserve the soil because these fines are important part of the soil. Immobilization, we don't reduce the metals concentration in the soil. Solidification, stabilization don't preserve the soil. We cannot use it for growing plants. Phytoremediation, it's very limited. We don't have efficient phytoextractor for lead, arsenic, cadmium, and also have some problems with treating contaminated biomass. And the ReSoil process, it's the one which preserves the soil. It's applicable for highly contaminated soil, also full multi-contaminated soil, because the ReSoil is compatible with physical and biological treatments, also to remove the organic pollutants. So that means that we can remediate also the co-contamination sites. If we look at the economics, the ReSoil process follows the principle of economics of scale. With the capacity of the remediation plant, the material cost becomes the determining factor for this process. And the advantage of the ReSoil process is that it's recycling expensive EDTA with inexpensive lime and sulfuric acid. And that's very important for the economics of the process. And at the end, I would like to acknowledge all the grants that help us to develop this ReSoil process. Thank you for your attention.